Yeah. Oh, Jethro's always around, man. Yeah. He just comes and goes as he fucking pleases. Yeah, yeah. Jethro just comes and goes as he pleases. So, but Jethro pays for everything, though. Jakey just, yeah, it's just, yeah, Jakey fucking, what's the name's it? He just runs it all. He just runs Kodiak. Yeah, it used to be. He's now does cars, something in cars, hiring cars and shit like that. So, yeah. All right, here we go with this fucking debauchery. Fuck me. Yeah, let's not. Oh, you're in the fucking... No, you don't. You're not in the cup car, so you'll probably actually do fucking a lot better, and probably beat us all. The 992. Yeah, the 992. The actual GT3 car, the big brother to this one. Let's see. Yeah, you go for it, brother. Fuck. Disconnected. DC'd, mate. Yeah. Yep. Fucking hell. Nah, exit and come back in, I guess. Yeah, the cup car, mate. Yeah. 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 All right, hang on. Somebody's still in there, so we've got to get out of there. And then so we can reset it. Because once you get out, then it'll just reset. I don't know. Someone's in there. No one's in there. So yeah, jump in now.
Green light.
We're free practice. I don't know. Yeah, you can't set much up, mate. Get into your, what's the name? Get into your thing and I'll give you what I've got, mate. All right. Are you in your setup, mate? Right. Yes. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So front left, all right. Tyre pressures, so PSI, so front left 22.2. The toe will be negative 0.2. The camber will be negative 5. And the caster will be 14.8. On the right front, it'll be PSI will be 23.5. Toe negative 0.2, obviously, same as the front left, and negative 5, 14.8 on the front right. Left rear, PSI will be 20.3. Toe, yeah, 20.3 on the PSI on the left rear. Toe will be 0.07, and camber will be negative 4.4. Right rear, PSI will be 21.9, and then the same settings on the right rear. Tell me when you're right for electronics. ABS is set it. Yeah, ABS 5, ECU map 1. And then the fuel and that, I'd have a heavier tank, so whatever you want to put in the fuel, go to mechanical grip. Any roll bar will be 5, 100% brake power, brake bias 56%, and steer ratio 14. All your wheel rates, bump stops will be all 1 because they can't be adjusted. Yeah. Any roll bar will be, what is that? Fucking 5. That's 4 on the rear, and preload you can't fuck with either. So any roll bar on the rear is 4. Dampers are all 1. You can't change that. So they'll be all 1, mate. And then the aero, ride height 106 on the rear wing at 11, brake ducts at 5, front ride height 72, no splitter, and then brake ducts at 4. That's it. You could probably click up at, if it goes over 32, when it goes to quality or whatever, you could probably click those brake ducts up to 5 at the front. But that's what I'm running, mate. Give it a go, mate. Remember, your throttle control here is everything, yeah? So be really nice and smooth with your input with your throttle. Yeah, just modulate your throttle and be really smooth with it. Don't stamp on it, yeah, because you'll just loop it around. So use your gears, use your fucking trail braking, all that shit, yeah. What you've learned. This car will test how good you are with your throttle and brake control and that. So nice and smooth, mate. Don't light it up. You know, work the tyres in first. Get your tyre temp and pressure up first. Yeah, then start So work on just getting your tyres up, Lino, to pressure and temperature, yeah? So they're nice and green and that. Don't worry about setting a fast lap or nothing like that. Just focus on those tyres, working those tyres, first gear, second gear, brake hard, on, off, all that shit, you know? Bring the temperature up to them because they take a while to come in. Then once you've got the tyres are important. You know, once you've got the tyres in the window and they're nice and green and everything's up to temp and pressure, then start fucking pushing the car. Until then, don't. Itam will be good in the Porsche because he's good in the Porsche everywhere. Yeah, that's his fucking car. Yeah, Porsche. Yeah, he's factory driver, mate. Factory driver for Porsche. Yeah, he's a factory driver. No, I know. Tell me about it. Oh, I'm the one following him, mate. Usually. So tell me about it. These factory drivers, man, from fucking Porsche, the next level, bro. The next level. Don't you laugh, Itam. You're one of them, mate. You're a fucking factory driver, factory Porsche driver. You love the fucking things. You do. You're a specialist at them, mate. That GT2 championship, mate. That was won in a Porsche, wasn't it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, mate. Yeah, he's good in them. Real good in them. He knows how to operate a Porsche, and it's a pretty good talent to have. Yeah, I reckon. Because they're a really exciting. The Cup cars especially are really exciting to drive. They're a real driver's car. You got to be you got to be focused. Yeah, you got to be focused with the fucking things. Otherwise, you'll if you don't focus 100% with them, they'll punish you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Don't light it up. Just be easy. Back off there. It's modulating. Itam will tell you. It's modulating the throttle so you don't excite the rear. Yeah. That's it. You got to modulate that throttle pedal so you don't excite the rear up too much. Otherwise, because there's so much weight, you can't control it. There's no weight in the front of a Porsche except for the fuel. That's it. So that's why. Oh, don't. Yeah, we all got booted. Fucking hell. I wonder what's going on. What, the setup? Yeah, it should be okay. I don't drive shit cars or shit setup cars. I like having them in a window. There's something weird going on, man. It's been going on for a little bit, man. I've only had maybe 2 or 3 races where I haven't fucking been DC'd recently. So whether it's my internet or whether it's the game or whether it's the server, I don't know. It could be one of the three. Take your pick. You know, take your fucking. Yeah, it's something with the server, I'd say, mate. I'd say we'll probably struggle to get a race in if it's gonna be this unpredictable. You know what I mean? So, and it just seems that because usually when we jump in, as much as we have, even in Australia, we have that high ping. It's stable. The lat's stable. So, and the lat, yeah, but the lat's not stable. That's why the high ping. That's why. So that tells me it's something to do with the G portal. You know what I mean? Than our connection, because our connection's the same. So it must be a fucking G portal issue. Yeah, because the game isn't doing it. It'll be the server that's doing it. That's providing us the fucking, the what's the name. So I'd say that. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a G portal issue. I don't know. I don't know why I don't know how a fucking multi-million dollar company can't get shit right. You know what I mean? And provide a simple fucking service for fucking for the game. You know what I mean? If you can't do it, then hand it to someone who can to make it reliable because there's shit out there that it just doesn't do this shit. You know what I mean? Console, we're the only ones, Xbox and PlayStation, are the only ones that have this fucking issue. Really, you know what I mean? PC does have it, but it gets solved pretty quick for PC. You know, for us, it requires like fucking a shutdown of like fucking 3 or 4 days of like G Portal until they work it out. You know, so it's just we're always second, mate. You know, so this is definitely an issue because it's been reported. I'd say, you know, so I've been having issues just with it going. There's something wrong with the game with the set of Corsa, and then submit the report. So that tells me that it's the fucking it's what's the name? It's the server cutting in and out, cutting in and out, cutting in and out, cutting in and out. Because the load on it shouldn't be that shouldn't be that what's the name on the actual server itself at this particular time. So then no, there shouldn't be a high load. There's not a should be a high load at this time of the day. You know, so I don't get it. No, it's in. I think it's in Texas, man. I think you'll find it's in fucking Texas or something. Same as my one. Yeah, because it's the central. It's the what's the name one. You can get one in LA, and there's one in LA, or in California or in over there. That's closer to the on the west coast. You know, so but being that it's an American server, it's plonked in the middleman. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure it's fucking Texas where this one is at. And that means everyone's roughly over there within what's the name? You know, they don't have a high ping or what's the name because it's close. You know, whereas we've got to jump pretty much. You know, not only the ocean but the distance between fucking LA and Texas. You know, sort of thing. It's a fucking long way, man. You know, so if they're having issues whatsoever with G Portal, then that'll just enhance with our Latin ping. So we'll get turf first. Same as if guys over in the UK or wherever. You know what I mean? Same thing. Fucking same thing, man. You know what I mean? Depends on where on the planet you are fucking located. You know, but if it's what tells me that it's a G Portal issue is that everyone's being booted. Not just one of us, not just the Aussies. The Aussies might be the first to get booted, but everyone's getting booted. So it means that it's a fucking server. It's a G Portal issue. So if it happens again, then you know. Yeah, yeah. No, it doesn't matter, man. Your closeness doesn't matter because if we're all being booted, then that's it wouldn't it doesn't matter where you are on the fucking planet. It's the issue with the G portal and the service and them and what whether they're doing if they're doing work to it. This happens, yeah. But it usually happens when when it's very similar, right, to when your router or your modem backs up and you don't reset it. Yeah, it just goes stupid, so it won't connect. It does stupid shit. When you're trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. So very similar, I've been told, is the same as what this issue, what's name. So it's basically that somebody at G Portal has to go into the what's name and reset it, so it then flows because it gets backed up apparently. So that's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason why it is like that. That's the most simple explanation I can give you. Is that yeah? See, booted. Yeah, booted. It's a server issue. Yeah, it's definitely a server issue. So